In this video, we're going to be using Stirling Barbershop and the Ralf Aust Spanish Point Straight Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, welcome back to another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you, and as mentioned before, today we're going to be using Stirling Barbershop, which to me is a sort of vanilla forward barbershop scent. Oh, really nice scent. Scent strength right at that medium level. The price on this is fantastic. It is $13.60 for 5.8 ounces, or on our cost chart there, an exceptional $2.34 an ounce. We'll show you the description of the scent right there. But to me, it's like a vanilla forward barbershop. Really good quality soap, really great price. I mean, what can I say about Stirling other than it's awesome? Show you the ingredients right there. Good quality soap. I really enjoy using Stirling, as you know. The razor today is the Ralf Aust 6/8 Spanish Point. And by the way, how do you say Ralf Aust? If you're German, let me know if I'm saying that properly. I'm interested in trying to get that right. Beautiful razor. I got this at Maggard's a little after Christmas. It's beautifully honed by Brad Maggard. A really nice razor. And this is for you, Art. Art has been requesting to see this for some time. Today we're a little under 24 hours growth, but you can still see the salt there coming through. I hope you're all having a great day this Tuesday, and we're just going to apply a little bit of hydration to the face. This is just plain water. The links for the products I'm using today will be below. I always try to link those things for your convenience. The brush today is the Ronin X by Dark Sanctum. This is a 3D print brush. Really nice. It's got some good weight to it, and it's kind of a beefy handle, which I like. And we're using our Captain's Choice bowl here, and we've got a very nice hydrated, I don't know if you can pick up the sheen on that lather, but that's always the case with Stirling. I never have any trouble at all with lathering Stirling. It provides everything I need. I always say this about Stirling. It leaves me wanting for nothing. It hits the price mark. It hits the quality mark. It's plenty slick enough. And I know in times past, people would say, well, you know, it's not that expensive and it's not as slick as X or Y. To me, this soap is as slick as any soap on the market if you hydrate it. And that's the key. The key oftentimes to slickness is not the soap. It's your ability to get hydration in the soap. That's what makes it slick. But I can assure you, Stirling will take hydration and it will be slick. It doesn't suffer from any quality issues. It doesn't lack anything as far as I'm concerned. And I've used it for years. And it's one of my favorite soaps. And I probably own more tubs of Stirling than any other brand. How many? It's probably at least 25 or more, maybe 30. I'm not sure. But I own them because it's good stuff. It just really hits the spot. Easy to lather, easy to use, great price. There's just, you know, nothing you can say. It's negative, in my opinion, about Stirling. Now, some people don't like the tubs. But for me, and when I say they don't like the tubs, I mean they don't like the green tubs. But for me, what this tub does, wherever it's sitting, you can tell what it is. It's easily identifiable, so I like the tub. And I like the artwork on that barbershop soap as well. Some folks find the tubs plain, sort of the regular ones that don't have graphics on it. But for me, that's not really an issue. As I said when I was talking to Shannon's the other day, if the label increases the price of the product dramatically, I'm not really all that interested, or I don't care that much about the label. I just want it to be nice, identifiable, have all the required information on it. And if it does those things, then, you know, I'm happy with it. All right, let's get going with our Ralf Aust today. And when I used this before, it had a beautiful edge on it by Brad Maggard, presumably. And, you know, it still does, obviously. This is only the second time I've used this razor. It is a laser sharp and smooth edge, which you would expect. He's been honing for a very long time. And so you would expect someone who's been honing as long as he has to produce really good edges. And so I think if you get a edge from Maggard, you can expect if he's honed it, it's going to be good. because he's done thousands probably, I imagine, over the years. And as you know, Maggard, it's one of the cornerstone stores in the hobby. I can remember when they were just a small store some years back, and they've really built that business, and now they're, you know, one of the premier shaving shops around, and they just kept adding and adding and adding and investing in their business, and now they've got pretty much everything you want there at Maggard, and they've always had good customer service. They made their name, I think, early on, in my opinion, from getting things out quickly. You always knew if you ordered from Stirling, if you ordered on Monday here in the United States, you'd have it on Wednesday. They were very fast ship things. And they still have excellent service. They're a lot bigger now, so I don't know if they always maintain that 2-day that it used to be when they first started, but they still have excellent service. And they have a wide variety of products. So I enjoy using Maggards, or buying from Maggards even today. Now there's a lot more choices. There are many shaving vendors, or at least more than there used to be. But I think Maggard is still one of the go-to sort of vendors when it comes to shaving wares. However, there are a lot more choices these days. So if they don't have something, and mostly they will, you can certainly find it somewhere. But they have a lot of stock, and so they mostly have everything you need. And I must say, this edge is really good. And this is really a nice razor. I want to say it was around $139. Now, when I looked, it was out of stock at Maggard's, but Ralf Aust, beautiful, beautiful blades. You don't see them quite as much on YouTube as maybe some other brands, but it's definitely a good quality blade. And if you're looking for let's say this is, you've already, you know, got your gold dollar, let's say, and you've decided, hey, I want a good quality blade. It's not going to break the bank. Maybe look to Ralf Aust, because I think they do make an excellent blade at a decent price. Now, they can be expensive. If you're getting horn scales and things like that, that sort of escalates the price. But it's definitely a good quality razor. See if we can coax some of this lather out of the brush here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm just trying to get it painted kind of evenly there. When you're using a new brush like this one, sometimes it takes a little while to take to it. And all I really need is a thin layer of slickness. But this knot is pretty big on this brush. And what I'm trying to do here is just even it out a little bit, so it's not super thick in places and thin in others. But I can tell you right now, the Stirling soap here, very slick, very nice. All right, that's enough. I'm not going to fool with it all day long. And I'm rinsing off the handle here. What happens is I'm painting, the lather tends to roll back on the handle, and I always rinse that off just so I'm not getting it all over my hands. Even though I get it on my hands when I, you know, cut down that area right there, but I don't like the lather on the brush running down on my hands too much. It's just a, you know, preference kind of thing. Again, I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday so far. I plan to have one, and it starts always for me with a great shave. So I get in here and have a great shave, and that sets off the day, or sets the tone for the day. Start with a wonderful shave, and then everything else is ready to follow suit and be great as well. Sometimes, of course, we have challenges at work or what have you, but when you start the day with a great shave, it makes it, I think, a little easier to handle all that stuff. And as you can hear, some good feedback on this razor, which I appreciate. I really love the hollow grind razors, as I always say. I think today I'm going to come across the grain on my cheeks. I usually go against in pass 2, but what the heck, today let's come across and do something a little different. And then we'll go against in the third pass. Why not? Sometimes just change it up a little bit. Man, what a nice edge. There's no question that Brad Maggart knows how to hone. Very nice edge, very nice razor, very nice soap. I love the scent on this one. I'm not sure, I just picked this up and I know I had it before. I'm not sure, maybe I put it in a mystery box one time or something, and I don't know why I didn't have it, but I realized I didn't, so I went and grabbed it. Very nice. Hope you can hear that feedback there. That feedback is valuable. I remember Justin, the Red Island shaver, he's visually impaired, and he was saying yesterday that the feedback is even more important to him, and that makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because he can't see as well as many of us, so he's really using that feedback from the razor cutting to aid him in knowing, you know, what areas might need a little attention and how the razor is cutting. So that feedback isn't just a pleasant sound, it's actually helping you during the shave as well. It can give you those sort of cues you're looking for in figuring out, you know, how everything's going. And I certainly use it for that purpose and enjoy that. All right, excellent second pass. Let's lather up for pass number 3. Apply a little more hydration here. And man, I'm telling you what, nothing to complain about in today's shave here. Just really nice and enjoyable. The brush is hitting the spot. The soap is hitting the spot. Everything's just hitting the spot the way it's supposed to. The weather the last few days have been quite rainy here and dreary, so not much in the way of sunshine, but at least it's not cold. I think one day this week it's supposed to be, it is supposed to get cold again, almost close to freezing, which in Fahrenheit is 32. So we have a little cold snap coming back, but we won't worry about that too much. We'll just try to focus on the positive, knowing that we're heading, well, we're in the spring season, but the weather is definitely spring-like. And sometimes you can, you know, you can have a frost or freeze sometimes all the way up into May. And so we expect a few cold days here and there, but for the most part, it's right around that 70-degree mark, give or take, which is very pleasant in Fahrenheit. And all right, that's enough. I could sit here and try to paint that all in every day. See what happens? I get so much hydration in my lather, it runs down the brush, but I'm just I just want to make that a little bit even, and that's good enough. We don't need to do any more than that. Just rinse that off. But I tell you once again, if you're not finding finding Stirling to be slick, then work on the hydration, because that really is the key. It is a slick soap. It's as slick as anything else. Once you get the hydration that you need in it. So make sure you work on that if you feel like it's lacking in terms of slickness. It should not be lacking. It should be very, very slick. And honestly, most of the soaps are very, very slick. So just keep that in mind and practice with it if need be. Because I'm telling you right now, this is slick. And now that I'm on my third pass, you're not going to hear nearly as much. You'll hear a little bit of feedback in some spots. But I'll be going against the grain in this final pass. I don't know why I just decided early on I would go against the grain in pass 2 on the cheeks with straight razors. And today I said, you know what, let's go across in pass 2 and against in pass 3. That's the way I typically do it with the DE. And there's certainly not as much left. You can hear some feedback, but not as much because we've already done that cross grain pass. You can still hear a little. You can hear some up towards the ear there. And try to remember, move that stretching point to an area that's effective. I forget all the time. Just make sure your stretching is effective. And sometimes, in the interest of expediency, I just kind of stretch. Let's get that off of there. I'm blooping there because of that. You can see the hydration in that lather just sort of hanging there. It's not actually dripping, but it's hanging there. So that's good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Get that part back there. There we go. A little bit right there. You can hear that. That is a very pleasant and welcome sound. Oh man, that's really enjoyable. And again, if you've never tried Stirling Barbershop, think vanilla. It's not one of the powdery types that are super, super powdery. This is more vanilla forward. And I'll probably pick up that splash as well. It's good stuff, nice and slick. The price is right. Really, what can you ask for? I mean, it does it all. And they are great people. You know, I'll put up in one of the corners here my interview with Rod and Mandy of Stirling from last year. And most people who watch that come away, if they've never seen them, thinking, wow, what great people. And I really like doing business with them and supporting them. They're the type of folks that you just like to support. Much like Shannon's, who we spoke to the other night on Real Talk. Nice people. And I don't know about you, but I enjoy supporting nice people, you know. They're not out there arguing with customers over things. They just sort of make their wares and are there with an occasional encouraging word, and I really like that. All right. That was an excellent shave. Nothing to complain about. It was really, really nice in every regard. Enjoyable, fantastic edge on this razor. Brad Maggard is an excellent Hohenmeister, and you know, that's exactly what I expected when I got this razor. So let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we are back in off cam. We did a warm water rinse. We followed that with a alum, no stinging, so that was super smooth. Did a cold water rinse following the alum. We used our Lancaster towel, patted dry, and then applied our Thayer's Witch Hazel Magic, because it's made by witches. That was a tremendous shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, troubles, just the type of shave that you just really enjoy using. Stirling Barbershop, absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. We used the Ralf Aust razor, 6/8 Spanish point, honed by Brad Maggard, absolutely superb. We used our dark Sanctum Ronin X brush. That was excellent as well. I really enjoyed that. And we're going to finish things off today with a little Stirling Island Man. I don't have the barbershop splash, and I just want to use Island Man and just get in that, get in a really nice, vibrant, bright mood for today, led by the Island Man here. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Remember, it's your shave. Do it your way. And as always, God bless.